Okay, picture this. Every single year in Taiwan, millions of people, and I mean millions, set out on a 300-kilometer journey completely on foot. It's this incredible act of devotion, right? But it's also a huge cultural festival. And get this, some people call it the world's wildest birthday party. So today, let's dive into the story of Taiwan's Grand Mazu pilgrimage.
Yeah, you heard that right. The world's wildest birthday party. You know, when you think pilgrimage, you probably imagine something really quiet, maybe a little solemn. But this is something else entirely. That name alone tells you just how much incredible energy we're about to get into. And the sheer scale of this thing, it's just mind-blowing. We're talking about more than 5 million people showing up every year. To give you some perspective, that's like the entire population of New Zealand, all taking part in this one single event. It's absolutely massive.
All right, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll look at that wildest party idea. Then we'll get to know the goddess at the heart of it all, Mazu. After that, we're going to follow the 9-day journey itself, check out some really intense rituals, see the amazing community spirit, and finally understand why this is such a vital piece of Taiwan's living heritage.
Okay, Section 1. Let's dig into that wildest birthday nickname. Because, this isn't just some one-day thing. We're talking about a celebration on an absolutely epic scale that goes on for more than a week.
And right at the heart of it all is this incredible feat of endurance. I mean, just try to imagine it. 9 straight days of walking. You're covering over 300 kilometers right through the middle of Taiwan. It's a massive test of physical stamina for sure, but it's just as much a test of spiritual devotion. So, what could possibly inspire millions of people to do this? Well, it all comes down to one person, or rather, one deity who's at the very center of this entire festival.
And that deity is Mazu. She's the deeply loved goddess of the sea, seen as a protector for sailors and fishermen. So this whole 9-day pilgrimage, it's basically one giant birthday party for her, and it's all timed to the lunar calendar.
But here's what's really fascinating. The date isn't just picked from a calendar. Oh no. Each year, the temple authorities have this special ritual where they cast 2 of these half-moon-shaped wooden blocks. They're literally asking the goddess Mazu herself to decide the schedule for her own party. It's just a moment of pure, amazing tradition.
So once Mazu sets the date, it's time for the main event. We're talking about the 9-day journey itself, that incredible 300-kilometer test of both faith and pure endurance.
So here's how it plays out. On day 1, everything kicks off at the famous Daja Zhenlan Temple. Then for the next week or so, the whole procession just winds its way through towns and countryside, visiting more than 100 other temples along the way. And then, finally, day 9 is the big return and the end of the celebration.
And that departure, wow. It's just a total explosion for your senses. I mean, just try to picture it. The streets are completely packed with people. The air is literally vibrating with the sound of drums, horns, and this constant nonstop crackle of fireworks and firecrackers. The atmosphere, it's absolutely electric.
And as this journey goes on, you see people showing their passion in some truly incredible ways. And that brings us to these rituals, acts of deep, deep devotion that happen all along the path. And maybe the most powerful, the most striking display of devotion you'll ever see is this. Pilgrims will kneel, or even lie completely face down on the pavement, just so that the ornate sedan chair, that's the special carriage holding Mazu's statue, can pass right over them.
It's an incredibly humbling thing to see. And it's not just symbolic. For the people doing it, it's a way to get a direct, personal blessing from the goddess herself. It's all about hope. Hope for good luck and fortune in the year to come.
But, the devotion isn't just coming from the people walking those 300 kilometers. Not at all. All along the route, this pilgrimage turns into something else. Something that's really a festival of pure humanity.
It's really incredible. All along that entire 300-kilometer path, local communities just come out in full force. They're offering everything a pilgrim could possibly need. Food, drinks, places to wash up, even places to sleep for the night. And it's all completely 100% free. It's just hospitality on a scale that's hard to imagine.
And you realize this huge wave of generosity, it's about more than just religious devotion to Mazu. It's a true reflection of that deep warmth and community spirit that's so characteristic of the Taiwanese people. Honestly, it's one of the most heartwarming things you'll see on the entire journey.
So you might be wondering, right? How does a tradition this ancient fit into our modern world? Well, that's where we get to see the pilgrimage's role today as a piece of Taiwan's living heritage.
And that's really the secret to why it's still so huge today. It has evolved. I mean, the spiritual heart of it is still the same, but it's really blossomed from just a religious ritual into this vibrant national folk custom that's loved by everyone, from the most devout elders to young, curious travelers from all over the world.
And this cultural importance isn't just something people feel, it's official. The Mazu pilgrimage has actually been designated by the government as one of Taiwan's most important national folk customs. That really cements its place right at the heart of the nation's identity.
So, when you put it all together, right, you've got the spiritual devotion, the incredible physical challenge, and that amazing community spirit. You really have to ask yourself, if you want to experience the true heart of Taiwan, is there any better, any deeper way to dive in than this? I'm not sure there is.